everything is all up and running. Let me just move my mouse out of the way. Oh, get you straightened up a bit. Monty jumped on my desk just before, so I think he may have nudged things. Hello, everybody. See lots of people here. So this week we will carry on with the page that we started last week, which was in Lulu's House of Wonder, which I love this book because I love Lulu Mayo's art style, but it's also really nice because it's single-sided. So I've got my alcohol markers that I started with last week, with the colour palette that I'd picked out from, my little book. It's a bit precariously wedged on my desk. Sorry for knocking the camera. So I picked a colour palette out of here. So a good chunk of the start of last week's stream, I was picking out 9 markers to match as best as I could to this colour palette. Now it might be that I end up having to add in some other colours because I'm thinking I might need to add some greys and browns in for some of the characters, but we'll see, because I know I did do this page before, and this was with quite a limited colour palette, and as you can see I did do all of them weird and wonderful colours, so I've done it before, so I might stick with weird and wonderful colours, but you know, we'll see. So how has everybody's Monday been? How's your weekend been? What are you up to currently? I know some people are different time zones, aren't they? It's just gone 8:30 at night here in the UK. Is it night time where you are, daytime? Right, I know when Mr. puts the edits on, my hubby was sorting out the thumbnail for this week's video. He was like, it won't take you long to finish this page this week. Like, will that be a full stream? And I was like, I don't know, because there's still a lot of bits to do. So, thinking I'm going to do gel. In fact, because I'm starting at the top and working down, I probably could do some of the gel pen now, actually. So let me just find, what one shall I go for? Might try my Signo gold one. So I think I want the frame to have some sparkle on, and this nearly called it an atlas. It's not an atlas, is it? It's a globe. Let me get it moved out. So check me. I do love the sparkle on these ones, but no, that one's not working, and you see it's got loads of ink. I've had that one upside down for a while. I'm hoping, right, this other one seems to be working better. Just, I don't know. I love the sparkle of these Signo ones, but they always feel a bit scratchy, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me and how I hold the pens, but I do love the glitter from these ones. Oh, on a buddy colour, Angie. What book are you currently in then? Oh, you've got a whip going on. The Euro book's cute. I do love Rita Berman's art style. I've got a few of her books now, but I've not actually coloured that many pages, I think, because a lot of her pages in Rita Berman's ones are quite detailed. I don't know, just love her art, but I don't know, just not coloured enough pages in her books, I think. Here we go. Oh, what, them, do you mean this one being really detailed? It's a little bit detailed, but it's not. There is some quite simple pages actually in this one, so there is a bit of a nice mixture if you do mean this one. once the gel pen's dried a bit, I could show you some of the pages where it is a little bit simpler. So I don't know what else to do in there. I might leave the background of the picture white, I think. You know what, I'll do the whole bit of the frame gold actually. Thinking I might do it a different colour, but I want an extra bit of sparkle, and as I have no idea what other colour to use, I'll just go for a bit of extra sparkle. Oh, Winter Wonders, that's a pretty one. I haven't got that one, but I know I've seen a few flip throughs of that and thought, oh, that looks really cute. No idea, I'm assuming this bit at the bottom is part of the frame, so we'll go with that. Oh, you're making me feel better, Nifs, that you've got 4 of Rita's Berman's book and it's the first page you've done. That makes me feel better. This is not just me. There's nothing wrong there with liking the artwork and just not, you know, just not getting around to colouring it. Sometimes I like just looking in my books and thinking, oh, that looks pretty. My daughter keeps going, you really need to colour in Mouse Guard. I was like, yeah, I know. Even if I only do, I think there's one page that's got like the smallest little motif on. I think even if I just do that at some point. I'll use silver on this to make it look a little bit shiny. So I'll get the Signo silver. Let's see if this one's going to cooperate. Has everybody had a good weekend? What did you get up to? We had a weird weather here in the UK last Friday. A good chunk of the country, well, I mean, I say a good chunk of the country, even just like an hour down the road where my mum and dad are, they only had rain, whereas we had like easily 3 inches of snow, which I know some places they'll be there going, no, that's not a lot of snow, but our roads and cars and infrastructure is not set up for snow here in the UK. So I was stuck at home Friday, couldn't get to work, and somebody else who lives not too far from me, they work at the same school as well, and they couldn't get out of their road either. It's just like an ice rink. But then everybody else who works at our school lives not super far away. And we don't actually live all that far away from where we work. We're only about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, 20-25 minutes depending on the traffic. But where school is and more that way had a little bit of snow, but not much. And yeah, we had like 3 inches. It was utterly ridiculous. So kind of stuck at home for a good chunk of the weekend. Felt really weird not being at school though on Friday, because I'm never ill, I'm never not in. Right, I think I might do this shiny as well, because it looks like it's like a, I don't know, a saucepan or something. But I might do the, where have I put that gel pen there? Oh, I'll put it back in my pen pot, that's okay. Thought it had rolled away then. So I'll do that glittery, and I'll probably do that glittery, but I'll leave them for now. And I probably will go over the eyes of the characters with a black gel pen, but at least I can tell the top bit's kind of done now. So let me slide that up. Oh, black ice is awful, isn't it? Oh no, Angie, I hope you're all right. That sounds serious, having to go to hospital. Oh, I don't know why. To be fair, I've not really looked at the weather for most of the country. I just assumed Scotland would have had a lot of snow. Right, let's try and carry on. So I might leave some bits a bit white, just so that leaving the white on that bit doesn't look so odd. So I might just leave that as it is. And the colour palette back. Do you need to work out what colour I'm going to do this cat? because I would do it orange to match that one, but I think that might look a bit strange when I've got orange on the blanket. I don't fancy a yellow cat though, because I think that'll look a bit weird. So I might do that cat, a bit of a strange colour, either that one or do I do it orange? What are we thinking? That orangey colour or the kind of pinky purple colour for that cat? I'm not sure which is going to look best. Part of me thinks it should be orange to match that one, but then there's orange there, so I don't know. Yeah, I do wonder whether I need to bring in some more colours. I suppose I could bring in grey there and then do a few of these characters grey and a few brightly coloured maybe. It's probably a good idea, to be fair, as I think if not, although I've got what, 9 colours, there's a lot of things all next to each other, so yeah, might need to, yeah, let's go for grey. I like your suggestion there, Angie. Let's try and find a nice light grey colour. I'll go for that. I'll go for that red grey. Let's try that one. Yeah, that's the one. So my Ohuhus, they're not super old, but I think they've got the old codes and letters on. So if that doesn't match your set that's a bit newer, that'll be why. Yeah, I think that grey will go nicely, won't it? That red grey. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay. So up the north got a lot of snow. Fair enough. To be fair, I hadn't really looked at the weather. It's just funny, like was it last week or earlier last week? My mum and dad, like I said, they're an hour down the road. They had snow. We only had rain, and they didn't have a huge amount. They had a little bit. I think they had about an inch or so. And then this time, they only had rain, and then we had 3 inches of snow. It's funny when obviously wasn't in Friday, and then was in today, and say morning to my class, and I was like, oh, sorry I wasn't in on Friday. It felt a bit weird not being in, but I literally couldn't get here, and obviously they're only little, and one of them was like, there wasn't any snow. I was like, I assure you there was a lot of snow where I live. I was like, and you did have some here because you did manage to make snowmen at school. Like, I saw the pictures of the snowmen that they'd made. I was like, you did manage to make some. It's not like there was no snow. I was like, obviously not as much. So you did manage to make it in okay, but I had a lot more. Bless them, they just couldn't get their head around it. They were like, no. Like, yeah, if I could have got in, I obviously would have been in. Like, I felt so strange not being in, but I wouldn't have got out of our road. Oh, hi everyone. Got this little one grey as well, because that looks, is that like a little mole as well, I think? Some kind of, sometimes I can really easily work out what kind of animals they're meant to be, and then other times I'm not too sure, but I think they're kind of mole-ish, aren't they? Might do. I think I might do a bit more grey as well, but I'll do a bit of grey on, I guess this is like a badger, isn't it? So grey might work instead of doing black. The little paws. Yes, that's his arm. And do a bit here. yours as well, I guess. There we go. Oh, no, I might colour that little one a different colour. There we go. Right. Yeah, I think that was a good call, Angie, suggesting the grey for the cat. Have a bit more of my tea. Oh, that's better. Right. Let's try and work out some other colours. So, do yellow in the middle of that little flower. I need to bring a bit of red or something in there, I guess, for the fight. I could just use that pink, actually, I guess. That's a laugh last week when I got the radio on Thursday morning? Wednesday morning? Thursday morning, I think it might have been, when you know, everybody been convinced that there was going to be like that secret episode coming for Stranger Things, and even on the radio they're like, oh yeah, 8 o'clock, you know, we'll be finding out. And then they were like, yeah, no, there's not an extra episode. I was like, yeah, I don't know why everybody was so convinced that there would be. Like, yeah, it did make me chuckle. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have been nice to have a bonus episode, you know, but I think it is just people's, definitely people's wishful thinking, because I think if they were going to have done like an extra secret episode to release, I think they would have released it by now. There we go. Right, that's the little fire done. Might possibly, tell you what, I might bring a bit of like a brownish colour in as well, because there is like those little logs and things, isn't there? So I don't want like a really dark brown, but let me try and find like I don't know, I'd say a pretty kind of brown, which makes sense in my head, but probably not to anybody else. Maybe that sand colour might look pretty. I'll put a little bit of that on this. Here we are on this little swatch chart we've got going on here. So which one was that? Sand. This one that's any lighter. Try brown grey maybe. Oh no, don't like that one. No. Swatches definitely change. I've not left them out in the sun, so you wouldn't think that they'd, you know, change all that much, but they do definitely change a little bit. So it is worth scribbling them on a little bit of paper just to double check. So I think I'm going to go for that first one. Let's go for this sand. So I'll just write down. I've got a whole pile of these now, random little swatch charts I've done that I keep meaning to stick into something, or at least get a little, I don't know, a little folder or something to slide them in, and yeah, still haven't. I'll do it at some point. Well, let's do these little bits of wood, and I might do some of the little, they're meant to be otters, aren't they? So I might do the otters in this colour as well, just to bring a bit of this colour in elsewhere as well, just to balance it a bit. I'm in the Midlands in the UK, Derbyshire, and Midlands, as you might imagine, is in the middle of England. Very creatively named. Hi, Jess. Oh, Michigan. We've got people all over Glasgow, all sorts of different places, haven't we? Which I always think is really cool. Right, let's go for this otter. In this colour. At least I assume it's an otter, judging from the little tail anyway. There we go. Oh, on the coast in Dorset, Indiana. Wow, we've definitely got people all over the place, haven't we? Might do that little cat orange as well. Do this little hedgehog chap. Do him the brown as well. What I might do is once it's dry, I'll go back in with the same pen on his spikes to make that bit a little bit darker, I think. Rather than actually bringing in a different colour, I'll do it that way, I think. That'll probably work out quite well. Yeah, do that, I think. Next one. Right. Might do these little mice brown as well. So I suppose it is got a bit of brown here in her hair, hasn't it? So we can get away with getting a fair bit in. There we go. Right, that's that done. Ah, that's a small world. Used to be in Wiltshire a lot. That's cool. Right, I might just find a little pretty pink colour for the ears as well, actually, like a light pink. Let's have a look. I know it's kind of bringing in more and more colours, but as much as I don't mind the colours looking a little bit wacky, I think when they've got kind of colour fur you'd expect, then it's kind of nice for some bits to kind of look the same. So I'll bring some of this colour in elsewhere as well. So I might use this one here actually. I said earlier about leaving this bit white, but I think actually it looked quite pretty with this lighter pink in. And I'll maybe do this little cloth. Pink too. Oh, that's sweet that anyone from the UK is cool. I'll take that compliment, thank you. I don't think everybody in the UK would necessarily agree, but it's sweet. Yeah, now I do need to work out what I'm doing with that basket and rug at the bottom, because obviously they're really close to each other. Also got the floor as well, haven't I? I'll try and do some of them next to try and make sure that it all kind of matches in a bit. Right. So I look here, I might do a bit more pink on these bits. And I'll do that bit the darker colour too. And then bring a bit of the lighter one in. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Can't take much credit for it. Like I say, we've started with that colour palette that I've just matched the pens to, and then I better add this one on as well. So I did this one in now. Let me write this one down. I mean, chances of me using the same colour palette again and remembering to look through is pretty slim, but I do like to, if I've took the effort of scribbling it down on a bit of paper, I was thinking I may as well save the bit of paper, and then, you know, I've got it just in case, haven't I? Let's do, I feel like it looks quite cute that there's lots of this pink up here. There we go. Right, I'll do that sparkly, I think. I don't know what colour I'll do that little. Well, I'll do the little ghosts the same colour, which was this slightly deeper blue, wasn't it? The lavender mist one. Oh, sorry, I thought I'd turned the commercials off. Obviously clicked the wrong bit on. Hi, Nikki Jane. Nothing wrong with lurking. You can still keep you company. Right, let's colour. Oh yeah, I'll colour all the little ghosts this same blue so they all match, I think. There we go. Right. Got a chair leg as well. I'll do that. I guess the same. Maybe I don't do it the same brown. Tell you what, I'll do it the light blue. I was going to say I'm going to do it the same brown, but then I've coloured them. And it'll look a bit weird, I think, if it's the same colour. So it might kind of weirdly blend into each other, and that might look a bit strange. So yeah, go for having blue chair legs, why not? There we go. Yeah, you can't see the other chair leg, can you? What's that leg off though? Or is that part of the chair leg? Yeah, that must be part of the chair leg there. I know it looks a bit like a paw, but it must be the chair leg, surely, because it's not the paw of that cat because it's too big. That cat's up. Yeah, it must just have weird feet on this chair leg. That confused me then. I thought it was another little character hiding or something, but I don't think it is it? Right. I think it's this floor and rug. I'll work that out next. I'll probably leave the wall just white, to be honest, but I think the floor needs a colour. So I'll try and work out what colours it can't be and take it from there. So I can't really use blue, or at least that blue, because I've done that there, haven't I? He's got a purple top on, so that won't work. So I'll move that one out of the way. say move it out of the way, I can't even find it now. Right, there, move that one out of the way. I feel like that colour I've already got a lot of on that page, so I'll move that one out of the way. So let's see what we've got left. Can't use that orange because else the carrot will weirdly blend into it, won't it? Oh, nice, Jess. Oh, do you know what? When we were in, oh, what shop were we in? It might have been Ryman's, I think, at the weekend. And happened to got in there to look for whatever we'd gone in for, and I happened to walk past the colouring books, and they'd got some of the English version of the, you know, the Disney Colour by Numbers. Picked one up and looked at it. Oh my gosh, those numbers are small on the pages, aren't they? I remember I was stood there in the shop looking at it going, yeah, no, definitely not for me. Like, I've seen them on so many people's channels, and I was thinking, like, they look really good when they're finished. But even just looking at it in the shop, I was like, yeah, my eyes can't do that. Even with my glasses on, that's not going to work for me. Oh, nice. Nice, Jess. You're going to do the same one. Oh, do you know what? The snow globe page in this book is really, really cute. I nearly did that one in December, and then, yeah, didn't get time. Oh, yeah, not for the faint of heart. You're not joking. I mean, I could kind of see, as I was looking at the page, I could see like little blocks of, you know, where it's the same number together. And I thought, okay, you just colour them actually as a block. But just squinting, trying to work out whether it said like number 3 or 5, or I was like, yeah, no. It's definitely not my cup of tea. I'm wondering whether I was going to say whether I do the floor, that really light colour. What? Maybe not. Can't use the brown. What am I left with? So I've got grey. I mean, I guess it could be a grey floor, couldn't it? Yellow. The deeper blue won't work because that ghost's there. Got that pastel violet and the dark orchid. I feel like I want a colourful rug. I was going to say I'll do a grey floor, but then I think the badger might blend in a bit, so no. I tell you what, I'll use this. I'll use that tea rose colour, I think, for the floor. Slide you up a bit so I can. Here we are. Can get. CBN colour by number. Oh gosh, yeah, I think I'd be there having to wear one of the magnifying glasses you could fix on your head or something, like. Yeah, that's all I could think, Jess, is I'd be sat there with like my face like an inch off the page. I thought I'll probably like end up with, you know, pen or something all over my face while I was trying to colour it. I thought it's definitely answered the, you know, I've kind of thought, oh, do I get myself one? And I've not been too sure. Yeah, I've got my answer now. Definitely not for me. My eyesight will definitely not take that. All right, there's this little bit. This bit done. good. There we go. That looks quite pretty, doesn't it? There we go. Oh, that's cool. They've got a sale on catchup. Oh, yeah, I bet they're going to be out of stock if they've got some really good offers on, aren't they? Maybe keep an eye out. Maybe they'll put them back in stock, perhaps. Right. I'm trying to work out if that's, I guess. Ah, it'll be their little tail, won't it? I'm trying to work out if it was their leg as they were sat down, but I think it's going to be their little tail, isn't it? Let's colour that grey. I'm guessing it'd be their little legs. Maybe getting off that way as well, actually. Oh, that sounded like quite a good offer there. The Chroma Flow 65. I mean, I don't know how much they are usually, but that sounds pretty cheap. I guess word travels fast, doesn't it, when people see a good offer. Right, I'm doing this rug and this deep colour, I think, for some of the stripes. Oh, do you know what? Ah, no, it's their leg. So that'd be that stripe. Oh wow, 120 on Amazon. That is an awful lot cheaper, isn't it? Oh, I suppose they don't. They're not going to have them in for longer. Such a good offer, aren't they? That's a shame. Maybe keep an eye out. Maybe they might put some other bits on a good offer instead, perhaps, or as well as. Right, work on these stripy bits. And then this one. I think that might be part of the otter there, because that looks like a different angle for the stripe, doesn't it? So I'll go back in with that colour I used for the otter. I always try and keep all my pens or pencils or whatever I'm using on a page. If I've used a colour, I try and keep it till I'm definitely done with the page, because you can guarantee I'll end up missing a little spot, thinking I've got everything, and then realising I haven't quite. There we go. Right, so I think that little bit that I'm not coloured there must be part of the otter, so let's do that. Yeah, have been in the castle. Yeah, there's one in Birmingham, which isn't super close to us, but it also isn't like super far away. But they don't. It's quite a small store. They don't have a lot in, to be fair. And sometimes the offers they have online, they don't have. Quite often don't have the same prices in store anyway, do they? Which is a shame. Oh yeah, I've had a pretty good day actually. Thank you, Nikki Jane. It was nice actually getting back in today. I couldn't get in because of the snow on Friday, but then that meant some jobs that I'd left myself to do Friday, thinking, oh, I'll do that Friday lunchtime and after school Friday. So I honestly didn't think I'd be snowed in. Went today, obviously came in, had to do all of those jobs, you know, got some done this morning, tried to get some done at lunch, but then of course it was wet play. So then, you know, there's just children everywhere, or at least it just felt like it. Just couldn't get much done, so I'm like, right, okay, I'll try and crack on again tomorrow at lunchtime and after school to get all these extra bits and bobs done. Just lots of odds and ends that I've got on my list of jobs to do, and stuff you know, some things I can't do at home, like it's got to be at school, so it's a bit of a pain then. Like I say, I just thought, oh yeah, crack on, I'll get loads done Friday, and then yep, like I got some work done Friday, like stuff I could do on my laptop, but I say some bits I actually need to be at school for, so it's a bit of a pain, but still. I'm really hoping I can actually get to the gym this week as well, because I've not been to the gym in, I don't know, I think I made it there a couple of times in November, but I don't think I went at all in December. You know, pay for my membership, but it's just getting the time to actually go, because it's just too much to do as a teacher and not enough hours in the day. Right, it's a bit of an odd colour, but I might do the little seat, this yellow colour as well, only because I want to bring a bit more yellow on the page, but I don't really want to colour the characters necessarily yellow, if that makes sense. I might colour that little bird orange. Let me find that orange. Oh, bye, Dawn. Take care. Hope you're all right. Oh, cool. I'll take a look at my messages later then. So I found those cool books that did a short on from Aldi of all places. And I were just there getting the food shop on Sunday, and I think it was daughter who spotted them first actually, and she was like, oh, haven't you looked at these before in the works? And I looked at them and I was like, I'm sure these were the same books, but there were definitely more than that there. Yeah, £1.49. So I was like, I really shouldn't buy any more books, but you know, little pick me up. And at that price, I thought, yeah, can't not. That's probably why there wasn't very many left in the section. Right, trying to work out what other colours to put where now. So don't want to colour those wall balls in the same colour as that, because else that's going to blend in. I have to put this little swatch chart. Yeah, I couldn't believe it for £1.49. I say there's less pictures than a normal Kit and Cosy one, but then they're a lot larger. But then at £1.49, I thought, yeah, I'll take them. Yeah, don't know what. So I don't want to do blue. I don't want to do them colours. What have I not used much of? I suppose I could do with a bit more green in, couldn't I? None of them are knitting, are they? No, so it's not like I've got to worry that I need to, you know, if one of them's knitting, I've got to make sure the colours match. Right, I'll go for the wool being green, because I've not used that green an awful lot. So let's do a bit of green. should I? And his ear, I guess. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to go over the darker bits again, wasn't I, with the same marker to deepen these bits up. Alright, and I'll do the same on the otter, just so that the bits that are meant to be a bit darker are a little bit deeper. There we go. Oh yeah, fine liners are good, aren't they, for little fiddly bits. It's that awkward bit now. I've not got that much left to colour, but it's just trying to work out what's going to be what colour. Right, I was going to do this cat orange to match the other cat at the top. So let's get that done. Right, that's that bit done. So I've got a fair bit of the blue and the purple. I've not used that deep colour all that much, have I, guess? So I could maybe do some of there. No, I'll do the little hats, this dark colour. I'll do their little noses. Quite bright for a little nose, but I suppose they've only got little noses, haven't they? Alright, that's that bit done. Use a bit of I've not got loads of the yellow, but I don't know. I think I've got enough of that yellow because it's quite bright, isn't it? Get a little bit more of the green, I guess, on some of them. I've just realised I think that little chap is a bit like this little chap, so I think you can't actually see his fur there, I think. Right, what was I trying to do? Work out what goes where. So yeah, I'll bring a bit more of the green in because I've not got loads of the green. So I'll do this little chap's top green, I think. It's kind of cute. And I'll do their outfit green as well. There we go, that's that bit done. I feel like all you can hear me doing is keep going as I'm pondering what colour goes where. Alright, I think I'll do the little collars and that. I'll do them a different colour. I'd wondered about making them matching, but I think actually we'll have them different. Oh yeah, been to quite a few castles. I know when I used to go on holiday with my mum and dad when we were little, and quite often where we were staying would have like a castle nearby, so we'd go and go and visit. Took my daughter to, where have we took her to? I think she's only been to Edinburgh Castle, I think. Oh no, tell a lie, actually, she has been to Tutbury Castle. That's not too far from us. It's not very impressive because there's not an awful lot there, to be honest, but got married in a castle at Tutbury. It's quite local to us, so that was nice to take her there, so she could see where we got married. Yes, we've got loads of castles here in the UK. Lots of them are just like ruins, and there's not really a lot left to see, but we've got a fair few that are still pretty well standing. What colour to do that little guy? I'm wondering whether I do it blue. Yeah, I might do it blue. So I want to do green or the pink. No, do you know what? I'll do it in that pastel colour. Pastel violet, I think. That might look pretty for that little one. Yeah, I think we forget here that we've got a lot of old buildings and stuff here. I can't think, where were we when we were on holiday? Not this summer, I think it was last summer. I can't remember. We were doing a walk. I can't remember whether it was in Canada or America. I think it may have been Canada when we went around Montreal, I want to say. And they were giving us like the history, and and they were like, oh, and this is like the oldest building in the, and this is like the old part of town. This is the oldest building, and it's from whenever. Everybody else was looking really impressed, and we were like, oh, yeah, okay. And then they kind of looked at us and they were like, yeah, our European friends here will be thinking that's still pretty new, actually, but for us, it's old. We thought, yeah, it's yeah, kind of forget how old stuff here is compared to some places. Right. Trying to work out what colour to do. Might do their little jumper actually opposite to the badger, so we'll do the which purple did I use? Not that purple. This purple for the collars. Right, and then I use the deeper colour, so I'll use that for, and it's like they've got an opposite little top onto that one. Same colours but inverted there then, isn't it? He might be a bit stand out a little bit, but I'll do like little green overalls, a bit more green in, I think, and do that one brown as well. Just got this stack of markers next to me and I'm just kind of not exactly picking them up at random, but I'm just at the point of trying to make sure I've got colours spread around the page a little bit. There we go. Do then the little blue. Oh, I bet that was cool, a castle in Krakow. Oh, I don't know, the USA is pretty cool, but you've just not got quite the old buildings that we've got. I don't know whether these are meant to, I can't understand whether they're meant to have like a little outfit on, but I'm just going to colour them as, I guess they have got a bit of a line there at the top of the legs, so I guess they have got a little bit of an outfit on, haven't they? Let's colour that. I'll just go over it with a different colour. I guess, and they've got like shorts on or something, I guess. Oh, it is. Montreal was so pretty. We underestimated how much walking we did though, and we got to the end of, I think we stayed there a couple of days, and there was one day we did far too much walking. Our feet hurt so much, and daughter hurt her ankle in the end, bless her. So we kept thinking, oh, that doesn't look far on the maps, and then we'd walk, and then we'd be like, oh gosh, okay, that was a lot further than we thought. Oh no, there's definitely some amazing places. I really liked, where was it we went? Not last year, year before. We did a bit of a road trip over gosh, mine's gone blank now. Did like San Francisco and Las Vegas and LA, and we went to Yosemite as well. That was really cool. We've seen lots of pictures of that, and that was really nice to go there. We only did a very small walk. We looked at a lot of them and were like, it's a bit too far. We'll do the nice little ones, and we'll just have a sit down and look at things. If you like hikes and stuff, like, would have been amazing, but we were like, that's a bit hot for us. But it just, the actual scenery and everything was just amazing. Oh, Niagara Falls was amazing. Not done the Grand Canyon though. We nearly did go there when we went to Vegas, but we'd not really left ourselves enough time. Like when we looked at how long it'd take us to like kind of go to the Grand Canyon and back, and we were like, we've got a lot of other things to squeeze in. So I think we need to go back at some point and go to the Grand Canyon, because that does look cool. Right, I've not got many of the little outfits. In fact, I'd say I haven't got many of the little outfits left. I haven't really got his outfit left now, haven't I? Well, he can't wear the dark pink, because else he's going to look very strange if he's got that on his hat and he's holding his little turnip or whatever it is. Right, not that colour. Where's it got to? Here we are, pastel violet. I think got too much left to do then. Yeah, that colour will go alright, I think, there. Definitely don't want to bring in any other colours just for like one random little outfit. I might just deepen up that though. I'll do another layer on that one, just so as it stands out a bit. There we go, compared to that outfit, it was blending in. And there was two different colours, but at least that's blending in a little bit better now. Right, I'll give them a wooden spoon, ladle, whatever you want to call it. Right, let's have a look. What else do I need to left to colour? Oh no, it would be cool to go and like see a bit more of like the Indigenous history and stuff as well. It's getting the time. We haven't worked out where on earth we're going to go on holiday this summer. We keep going, do we go here, do we go there, do we go somewhere else, like a completely different country, part of America we've not done, go back somewhere we have been, I don't know. Right, I'm going to do them glittery in that gold. I think I'm going to leave the rest as it is, other than doing their eyes in black, I think. But I'm going to leave, yeah, I'll leave that white, I think. And the collars and things, I'll leave white. So yeah, I'll leave these pens. Run out of room here. Started out with 9 and I've added that many, but they seem to have multiplied there. There we go. Right. Let's do these bits. It's playing up. There we go. So I do love how glittery these ones are, but they just don't seem to flow very well. This is just this paper, but this one, they can be a little bit temperamental, these ones. Well, I suppose it's like any gel pen, can be a little bit temperamental, can't it, at times? Trying to look at it from different angles so I can check out the patches looking. Right, I think that's about as good as I'll get on that bit. Oh yeah, that'd be cool to get to Japan. Funnily enough, that's one of the places we keep thinking, right, we'll go. But yeah, we were like, because we've always said we'd really like to go and visit all of the Disney parks, and we've done Paris, we've done Disneyland and Disney World in America. So that leaves what, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Tokyo. That's the other one, isn't it? Shanghai, Hong Kong, Tokyo. So we keep thinking, like, one year maybe we go and we visit all 3 of those. Hopefully leave ourselves enough time to see like a little bit of, I don't know, maybe Japan. But I don't know. It's a long flight. I mean, granted, it's a long flight to get into LA from here, because that's like 12 hours, I think. But I think it's 15, I think, for us to get to Japan. So, like, oh God, you know, it's an extra 3 hours. And daughter does not sleep on planes. And she also does not eat plane food. Like, she just doesn't eat really when she's on the flight, which is all well and good, but then there's been a few times when then we've landed and she's been that tired and kind of over hungry, I guess. She's ended up being sick when we've landed. Thankfully I think she's outgrowing that a bit now, but it's not, I don't know about doing such a long flight, as much as I do, you know, do want to go and see Japan, but I don't know. It's been stuck on a plane for that long, hasn't it? I know that's very first world problems, but just a long time to be sat, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, I've been Florida a couple of times. That's actually where we went last summer. Yeah, we like, it's obviously, it's not, you know, they're obviously not next to each other, but in terms of, you know, we've obviously done most of the journey. If we did like try and see all 3 together, certainly Shanghai and Tokyo, it would be nice to do all 3 as well, because we've always said that'd be nice, like before daughter's, you know, before she leaves home. Not that that's going to be any time soon. I mean, she's only 12, but you know, it's yeah, I don't want to, you know, we don't want to not go and then end up regretting it. But yeah, I don't know, it's just a long flight, so we'll see. just trying to have family discussion on where we want to go. We just keep going around in circles at the minute, and so we do wonder about going back to Tennessee because we went there 3 years ago now. Yeah, 3 years ago I think we went to Tennessee. We went a few other places as well on that kind of road trip, but we spent like a week there, and that was nice. We did say, you know, we enjoyed it, we'd like to go back at some point, so I don't know. I think it's a bit like, do you go back somewhere that you've been before, because you know there's so many other places to go and visit, so I don't know. We'll decide at some point. Right, and the eyes. Although they're printed black in the book, I always think it's nice going over them with a gel pen because it just makes them kind of pop a little bit more. Just because this one, in theory, has got a bit of glitter in, although it doesn't look very glittery tonight, so might just be the lighting perhaps. But yeah, the Tokyo Disney does look just amazing, like the attention to detail and everything, so I don't know. Try and make sure I don't miss any, because I don't want to have to go back and like accidentally smudge it with my hands. Really doesn't know how clumsy I can be. Right, that's that bit done. Oh, I've missed some little bits here. Yeah, I suppose it depends on whereabouts we're going to, but yeah, I guess we're sort of, I suppose it all just depends on where you're going, doesn't it? I mean, it could be worse. We could be thinking about going to Australia. That would be an even longer flight, wouldn't it? Right, I can't see us ever going to Australia, as cool as that looks. That's definitely too long for us. We'd have to stop, I guess, and break it up, but I don't know. I don't think husband would ever want to go to Australia anyway, because there's far too many you know, spiders and snakes there for his liking. Mind you, I mean, I'm saying that like I'm a big fan of them. I'm not either, but oh yeah, I suppose it all just depend on where you're going from and to, doesn't it? I guess, but yeah, I think especially because we still can't fly over Russia, we've got, you know, the flight's just even longer, and I think that's not going to change anytime soon, is it? So yeah, I don't know. Oh, I think they made that bit a bit smaller on her eye to even it up that side. There we go. Right, the little eyes down here. Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool, wouldn't it, though, to have gone, but yeah, it's a long way. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Money no object, and not having to worry about not just the money but also the time. Like, you think, yeah, I just fancy going on holiday, I'm just gonna go, I haven't got to work. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? We all want to buy a lottery ticket and see if we win. Well, yeah, South Washington, Tennessee, New Orleans. would be cool. Right, do you know what I think? Well, like I said, I'm going to call that page done. I could do with doing the white gel pen highlights. Let me just find me. Where have I put my white gel pen? No, that's the little one. I don't want the little. Here we are. Just trying to find the chunky one, the slightly thicker one. Oh, New Zealand looks beautiful, doesn't it? Right, I'm gonna have to be really careful now, trying to do these highlights without smudging anything. Right, probably have to turn the book in a bit. Move those pens out of the way so I slide the book up. Right, trying to work out how to. Here we are. I'll put one hand here, kind of precariously rest my hand on it a bit so that hopefully I don't go smudging everything, because that is something I have done so many times before. Right. This feels very weird balancing on my arm like this, but if it gets the job done, we will go with it. Ooh, a bit wonky there. Right, a little bit on there. Little. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Right, let me just clean it off a bit. Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn the book a bit. Try and get. There we go. The right bit of the wings there. Do with doing it on the other little hats, couldn't I? Just a little bit. So awkward trying to not lean on anything. There we go. Right, now I think I'll call that done with the white gel pen. I don't really want to put too much extra on it, and to be honest, I don't fancy doing any pencil shading, so I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like that. The Adventures by Disney trip to all the parks in the world. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh! I've just seen the price there, Jess. Started reading it thinking, wow, that sounds cool. All the Disney parks, Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower and the pyramids. Oh, that's a bargain, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. That's a lot. And I suppose it is a long trip, isn't it? But oh wow. Yeah, I need to get saving, I think, for that one. That'd be cool though. Well, fair enough then, the private plane. Definitely need to get winning the lottery, don't I? There we are. If I win the lottery, that's what I shall do for my holiday. But as we don't buy a lottery ticket, that's probably rather unlikely to happen. But, you know, I do keep thinking, perhaps I start buying a lottery ticket, because, you know, yeah, that could be an idea. So, yeah, there we are. Just need to win the lottery. Oh, there you are. You got £2 towards it, then. Right, yeah. I'm going to leave that, say that page is done. And I do actually know which page I'll be doing next week. Sometimes I go, oh, shall we choose a page between this and this? But I know which page I'm going to be doing. So let me just move that one out of the way before I smudge it. Put it there out of the way. So I've got a page in here in Fuzzy Hugo, and it's this one. So it is a buddy colour, but my buddy knows that I was going to be doing it on live stream, so this will be the one that we do next week. Now I have done, if I can find it, Oh, here we go. Have done a page in here. Oh, I didn't realise it was that long ago actually. In October, where I did do a little bit of a glow effect from the fire. So I'll probably try and do that again here and maybe be a little bit braver. Because I mean, I perhaps could have done a little bit more of a glow, but we'll see. So I'll probably still I'll try and do a bit of a glow around the fireplace and on the little fox and things. But yeah, this will be this will be the page that we do next week on live stream. And if you remember, then my live stream for this month should be this Thursday, unless anything crops up, but it shouldn't do. So it should be this Thursday, if you remember, there'll be the live stream. So yeah, that'll be what we work on next Monday. So thank you very much, everybody, for your company this evening. It's been fun chatting about holidays and colouring and everything else we've chatted about. So take care, everybody. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week and weekend, whatever that looks like, whatever you're up to. Hope it is a good one, and I'll maybe catch you next Monday. So take care. Catch you in the next one.